authentic nurturing, content flywheel, infinite brand loop, and excite closing. So today, guys, I'm going to tell you how we managed to collect 29K bucks in August with my partner Valentine. So this is exact breakdown of our mechanism. I will tell you about all the structure and how we've dominated our local market with our offer. So this is a faceless YouTube coaching. So yeah, as you can see, this is in Belarusian rubles. Yeah, we're in Belarus here. So 87K divided by like 3. So yeah, 29K cash collected in dollars. So let's start from authentic nurturing. This is a system to increase your brand awareness with paid ads, IG content, top of the funnel YouTube videos, which leading us to qualified audience collected. Basically, yeah, we're starting from paid ads. From my perspective, is the one of the best ways to attract the right audience for you, and top of the funnel content as well. So we started from like pretty, I guess, generic but very valuable videos on how to make first 5K on Faceless YouTube, or my way on Faceless YouTube. So some valuable ads, creatives, and as you can see, we also managed to make sure that our profile is set up properly. So we have some social proof with followers, blue check mark, of course. You should buy it, like, bro, it's like 12 bucks per month. We have here a phrase like 1 million subscribers on my YouTube channels and without showing any face. How I've done this, write me the word 100 and I will show you the guide. So the guide is basically VSL. I will tell you about this a little bit later. You can also be inspired of some other creators you personally enjoy, like Bradford, so like working with 7-8 figures entrepreneurs, can their personal brands, DM me audit for your personal strategy or niche setting or the niche wide. Like I make 150K with AI web design with proofs, DM me AIW to learn how I did it. The goal here is to establish your credibility, show your clear face, show your vibe, show your aesthetic, tell the viewers and your potential followers what you're doing, like clearly explain your process, what value you can add to their lives, and then just with the right call to action, move them to your DMs to send them some valuable asset. So yeah, as I said, like bio, clear express what you're doing, clear profile pic to build conviction and social proof, and link to yourself with tracker like ManyChat. Returning to ads, we have credibility-driven ads, which is authority-oriented media claiming status with the first 5 seconds to make viewers understand who they're dealing with, which gives you instant influence. Next is action-driven ads, so the ability to create instant attention with the purpose of that attention resulting in an action, which makes it a perfect combination of auto growth and messenger ads. And next is problem solution ads, which is addressing a deep pain point, speaking towards a specific audience, which results is highly engaged and qualified followers. So this is a process of scripting for paid ads. First of all, we starting from pattern interruption, like I didn't expect this to be so powerful. Next, we establish the pain point, like I used to struggle with this problem until. Next, we introducing the solution. Then I discovered the product, so you're putting in your process. Next, you highlighting some of the key benefits with examples. So you can just say, like in 3 simple steps, how you manage to have like this income, or how you manage to build this process to make your life easier, blah, blah, blah. Address objections. So I was skeptical at first because like it seems hard, etc., etc. And finally, strong call to action, make them click the link, make them write the words in DMs, in comments, etc., etc. So shortly creating Reels ad with keywords at the end and enabling ad campaign for it. And as you probably know, we're tracking it with automatic response with ManyChat. They need first to subscribe, so we send them some DM with, hey, I've prepared a step-by-step plan for you how to make your first $100 per day on YouTube, and then they should check their subscription, and if they subscribe, we selling them our step-by-step instruction on how to make 50K in 1 year on Faceless. Not in 1 year, but per month. So as you can see, we have a pretty decent result of 356 people signed in the forum from 30K views from these VSLs. So I guess 30K is pretty good results for a niche specific VSL. What we're doing next is content flywheel. So our goal here, we've collected our audience, and now our goal is to rise up engagement, and we are doing it with our VSL. The goal you need to reach with your VSL is to share your way and your background, like where you've been before you've started to doing like what you're doing. Next is establish your expertise and speak with conviction. Sell the idea of your mechanism that it's working basically. Sell the idea that it can work for others, which is really important part, because yeah, anybody can agree that, oh yeah, YouTube, like Faceless YouTube is working, but is it working for me? Can I do it? This is the really important thing to understand for the viewers, subscribers, and then show how to do the same in your situation. So you just tell them, yo guys, so you just can implement this step, and then you will achieve the same result as I did recently. Next is showing testimonials. For example, like there's a John, he bought a McLaren for himself in 2 days with my program, something like this. And then just selling them on call, DM, booking form, etc. etc. So like it depends on your process. My recommendation, so we are collecting them into form because it's more convenient and it's working well for us. So it can depend on your niche specifically. So as you can see, we have in here nurturing VSL structure. So we're starting from hook. There should be something catchy, some catchy phrase that your viewers not heard before in like many VSLs before. Next, we're providing the solution. So basically, we're sharing how our mechanism works step by step. We usually not recommending to do more than 3 to 5 key steps because obviously people will not remember more, but they will definitely have some value if you will tell them the exact mechanism which led you to the point where you are right now. Next thing is mid call to action. What I mean here is not everyone will watch until the end to your final call to action, and you don't want to lose these leads. So basically mid call to action is for people who already pre-sold, and you just tell them, yo guys, if you can, you just can go to the link, and so yeah, see you there. But for some people who need some social proof, you showing them the social proof obviously is the strong cases, the best pupils, the best guys on your program, their results, their ways. So you just don't need to like tell the whole story behind it, but if you just can shortly spark some emotions and show the numbers, they will love you. And finally, you end in with call to action. So again, the same step as the hook. If you will tell them, thank you for watching guys, so hope you enjoy. What I mean here is that they will not watch until the end and they will probably click out of your video, your VSL. So the thing here is to say something that they've never heard before, some interesting structures, some interesting promises, and then just lead them fastly to the links, booking form, etc. etc. And yeah, it's no brainer that you should put your call to action as the first link in the description, do just easy access. So I also have here a nice example of nice call to action structure in the video description. So you can just do something like DM me grow on IG, for example, for my one-on-one mentorship with my most up-to-date strategies, and that's making 11K per month, for example. And again, not 10K per month, not some generic stuff like everyone heard before, but like 11K per month, 12K per month, 13K per month, something that interrupting the pattern of that's generic 10K stuff. Again, put your IG link to easy access for someone who just too lazy to type it in the search bar. And you can just also like optionally put some case studies, like some students make this amount of money in 60 days, etc, etc, etc. And to add urgency, we put in I'm helping a maximum of, I guess, 10 people. It may be 10 people, it's like too many, so you can add like 3 people or maybe 5 people. It mostly depends on your offer. So if it's really high ticket, you can just put like 1 or 2, but if it's like more group coaching, so you can put like 10, 15, like 20, but I guess it's a good number. The question here, how to add authenticity to make it convert better, I mean your VSL. First is pattern interruption. As I said, don't say 10K and 11K. Speak like you're speaking in life. Don't try to play somebody, I can say. Add unique souls in filming and editing. So it's not generic, this like only Mario boy, but start from something different, something interesting, some story. Tell some stories in shots. Maximum value upfront. So you should give them as much value as humanly possible without just gatekeeping some stuff. And finally, name your systems and believe in them. So as I did with my Renaissance content system, authentic nurturing, content flywheel, infinite learning loop, interesting titles make people wonder. So why he called it in some way? Is it like branded stuff that helping people? Probably, yeah. And to convince you that mid call to action, full to action are really important stuff. So this is how much money you can probably lose just because you don't know how to write right hooks and call to actions. So let's say your VSL is got 16K views, and after 33% drop in the first 5 seconds, if your hook is really shit, 10K views remain, like really quality views. Went through the link is usually around 0.8 to 1%, which is 86 to 107 people. 20% of them will be qualified, which is 17 to 21. Calls booked, usually a good number is 65%. So 11 to 14 books closed at 25-30%, which is kind of a ass numbers, but okay. Free for clients, revenue at 5-10K, 15 to 40K. If you will lose the people at backhooks, you will lose 1 to 2 clients, which is from 5 to 20K, just because you've not written the right words. I mean, this is disgusting. And just to explain what is good YouTube retention, so this is exact two places in the videos, no matter like long or short form, when you're literally leaking your potential clients in the nowhere, is the hook, first 30 to 60 seconds, and call to action like the last minute. So usually YouTube retention average for 30 minutes VSL is 40-50%, which is great results. So it's usually like 12 to 15 minutes watched, and bad is under 20-25%. So if you're seeing these numbers or even these numbers, you should consider to work with your structure, or maybe hire a better editor to edit this dynamic and interesting. The question is, why I've named this content flywheel? The answer is basically simple, because our goal for our channel is to build a funnel inside of it. When we have wide long form videos and podcasts, the goal here is to just collect all the audience who is interested in your space specifically, because in case of Valentine, so he's a YouTube coach and people in general interested to make money. So we're attracting them with wide content, which is telling them simple ways on how to make money on YouTube. Then we have nurturing dive-ins, are videos that explaining the exact process behind the scenes. Like, so it's almost VSL, but usually kind of shorter when you're not selling in the video, but you're leading to VSL. So basically the goal here is to explain how the mechanism works from different perspectives. So if you're coming back to YouTube coaching, it can be something like 5 niches to succeed in 2026. And then using the traffic from wide long form videos nurtured with dive-ins, we sending this traffic, these viewers to your VSL, which is leading us to booking form, website. And here's the thing, that all the long forms that it's coming next after VSL leading to your VSL. This is really important. So all your personal brand is focused on one VSL piece plus concept warm up. That's why you should give a real focus when you're creating your VSL, because it is the most important video on your channel. Just to make sure that we are on the same page when it comes to video formats, so let me just show you some examples of nurturing and the wide long form videos and also VSLs. The great example of VSL is how to make 100K per month with Bob by Iman Gadget step-by-step training. So it also can be like product or services promotion, like direct promotion, engagement around new releases, etc., etc. Wide videos is something like this, like POV, you're a 27-year-old entrepreneur doing business in China by Daniel Dallin. So it can be also lifestyle, personal insights, relatable moments, personal achievements, something like this. It can be personal experience or action-based educational content, like actionable tips, educational, free value, benefits. Yeah, so it's something between nurturing and wide long form, but mostly it's long form wide type of videos. Nurturing dive-ins, it's something like client testimonials. So like Daniel makes blah blah blah, teaching 9-to-5ers how to start an Airbnb business in this profile funnel. So it can be client success, student interviews, maybe it can be like in short podcast form. So yeah, also video for wide format is something like this, the smartest way to capitalize on the AI gold rush. For example, if we're speaking about YouTube coaching, it can be the smartest way to capitalize on the YouTube gold rush in 2026. And we can replicate the same thumbnail, put some YouTube logos, and yeah, that's it. It will be great video. Next is infinite brand loop. The goal here, we have built up system that is constantly giving us leads. Now we need to constantly warm them up. So authentic system is what will continue your brand's momentum. Basically, the thing is that if you will post constantly, that you will keep it. Usually it's something like 1 long form videos per week minimum. Daily stories, 1 post per week. It can be carousel, it can be reels, and also 2 nurturing reels per week minimum. So let me just summarize the whole system for you. So we started from top of the funnel reels and YouTube content and paid ads. Next we have new follower. We warming him up with BSL, long form YouTube videos and DM closing, leading them to sales call, or as I said, DM close. We getting paid for it, do the delivery and retain clients and reinvesting the money in paid ads. So this is probably the best strategy, not to buy some McLaren instantly, but to reinvest and capitalize and scale your business even more, what we're doing right now with One Time. When you done the delivery good, you can use testimonials and case studies from this client to nurture your next clients. So you can say how we did that, what mechanism we've implemented. You can ask them about their personal opinion about you. This all building like tremendous trust in your personal brand. But this system only will work if you will maintain your true authenticity. So what I mean by authenticity is something unique. Basically, that's your format and your positioning. And if your positioning going up, your revenue is also going up. What I mean here exactly is a big step towards authenticity leading to revenue is your unique format, which is authenticity plus your story, plus your results, plus your style, which is leading to loyalty and sales at the end of the day, because people buy from people. Even if your offer is not the best on the market, probably it is, but if you resonate with your potential customer, with your current audience, they will buy from you just because they like your personality, not because they're like your offer. Because think about Iman Gaji, for example. Everyone buying from Iman not because he has like the best product. Probably it's kind of outdated and generic, but they buy because he's delivering trust, he's delivering value, and delivering promises that they will have like the bright future they want. And as I said, yeah, people don't buy just product or service, they buy because they trust you and they buying the story. And by sharing authentic stories, you're building connection builds trust, and trust helps to make money. And finally, when system is built, trust is built, VSL is built, paid ads is running, it's time to move to XI closing. So usually with 1K ad spend, results would roughly be, again, depends on the niche. So this result we had is usually 1 per 2K profile visits, 133 followers, 63 qualified followers, of them 28 conversations in DMs, 5 qualified calls, 3 sales calls, 2 closed deals, if it paid full, and 6K offer, will be 12K collected. So it basically means that our ROAS is, oh my god, what's this? Yes, sir, ROAS is 1 to 12, which is, in my opinion, kind of a great. But if you want to close 2 or 3 deals, you should use basically nice scripts to convert 60 or even more percent. So first of all, you should do introduction and rapport. We're doing it by speaking with conviction and confidence, because if you're confident in your offer, you will obviously speak with conviction. Next is professional first impression. You're sitting in nice clothes, in nice place. You're not just sitting in some messy, dirty room in like some dirty white t-shirt, which is embarrassing. And finally, it's quick chat unrelated to the sales call. Basically, like, yo, what's up? Weather, how they're doing, like what they planning to do on vacation, etc., etc. Next phase is discovery and questioning. So you should clearly understand prospect's current and dream state. And the next thing, very important, you should do is to build the bridge to cross this gap between current state and dream state. And when this bridge is built, you're doing your pitch. So you're using 2 motivators, towards pleasure and away from the pain. So you're explaining how your solution can move them towards pleasure, which is their dream state, like, I don't know, buying house, freedom, traveling, etc., etc. Again, depends on your niche. And the second is away from the pain. For example, like away from bad conversions, away from bad life. I don't know. You get it. Next, you should provide vague and concise breakdown of how your service works while focusing on the outcome, and let the prospect dig for more detailed info. So you should not do like 20 slides presentation explaining exactly how your offer works. You just explaining, maybe just without any presentation, just with your words, how your mechanism work. And this will give impression that you don't need their attention, you don't need them, so you have clients and you're the strong person. And you should present 2 scenarios: keep doing what they're doing and stay stuck forever, or joining you in order to get where they want to be. That's so simple. Next, you should handle objections, but the interesting moment here that you don't need to have an objections at all. Yes, it may sound strange because you've heard this all the time that, oh bro, you should handle objections, you should try to sell them, do some island objections and all this NEPQ shitty stuff. What I mean here, to handle objections, you should have just better testimonials, better personal brand, content assets, and confidence. Imagine why someone buying in DMs without even asking and paying in full like 5, 10, 15K just like easily. And bro, you can just achieve the same stuff if you will have all this stuff set up. And finally, agree on the clause, invoice and contract, and collect payment. And boom, you've done.